Type 9.
Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. It's Fundamental Wednesday, and I hope you guys are having a great morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Boy, what a week. But there were some interesting developments, so we're finally seeing a little bit of a relief rally here. We're not sure if this is going to hold, but we will be certain only after this week is up. As you recall, I said this week is extremely important for us to know if we are indeed going to be in a bearish pattern for a while or reverse up to see a bullish retracement. And so I think that today might be the day that determines that. So we are going to take the day to break down the markets. After which we will do a little bit of evaluation on Disney to show you guys a possible trade setup that I'm thinking about. I'm thinking bullish on Disney right now, just to spoil it for you. But we shall go together this trade. We should think about it together to kind of come up with the trade idea here. And I'll show you what I'm thinking, and maybe we can make some money out of it. Who knows, right? Also, after a bit of a break, started posting a few technical analyses that I thought were important on my Twitter. So go ahead, take a look at that one. I'll go through them in a second here as well. And so let's get to it. So looking at the news here, I'm over the TikTok news. Whether they want to buy it, sell it, do whatever they want to do, just get it done. Honestly, I'm at this point, I'm like, come on, too much hype over one stupid thing like that. Okay, and then stock futures rise and gold below 1,900. In fact, I think this is a nice little opportunity. Let me see. If gold can actually come down to the 150 moving or the 200 moving, I may actually take a long position on it, because we're not going to stop printing dollar bills, not till a few more years. And even though we're overvalued here, a nice little bounce on the 200 moving average would be, for silver and gold, would be a nice little entry for me personally. That's what I would like to see. This is the reason why I wasn't getting long. I knew we were overextended for a bit, and therefore I was cautioning myself to get into this position long. However, I took a very small entry position in silver, which is going to obviously be dead by now. So that's the reason why I didn't want to go balls deep in this position, because I knew that there was something that would go amiss. There would be some kind of a sell-off, something that comes by to give us an even better entry price. Didn't want to lose the upside fully, so we took a small little entry position. Not even, it's a what, $100 or $200. Not even it's like a mini position, right? Johnson & Johnson begins trial for testing one dose COVID shot. Interesting. And then apart from that, JP Morgan to move 250 billion assets to Germany. And yeah, apart from that, I don't think much else on Bloomberg here. So let's have a look at Wall Street Journal. And see here. Tesla stock drops, Nike surges. What to do when the market opens today? Wow, they're giving investment advice now. You know, I want to say I told you so, but I don't want to say I told you so, because this is what happens when you buy the rumor and sell the news, right? This is the reason why. And in fact, if Tesla shorts down back to the 330 level, I'll just buy it for funsies, to be honest. This is the level I'll be comfortable buying Tesla, right here. This will be a nice little demand zone over here. So I'll only pick it up if it comes down back to 350, 325. Let's see if the bears can get some momentum going here. But stock is down almost, what is it, like 5% almost overnight. I mean, I want to say I told you so because of the hype that they were building around Battery Day, and I'm not a Tesla bear. I actually am a Tesla bull. I actually feel like the company is going to do great long term. But the stock is overvalued, guys. I mean, the CEO says it himself. If the CEO of the company says, yeah, our stock is too overvalued, and you continue buying that stock, you deserve to lose money. That's all I'm going to say. You deserve to lose money. Because he's telling you it's like you're looking at your friend across the room and you're doing an exam, and he's giving you the right answer. He's like, hey, the answer is overvalued. and you're like, nah, I'm still gonna buy it. Nah, this is so exciting. Let's just go. Let's just see. It might go up another $100 today. It might go up $100. It's like, you're gambling. You need to understand that. Okay, stop gambling. Know your facts. Know what the valuation of the business is so that you can conduct a good trading opportunity. Okay, the risk to reward ratio doesn't favor the upside right now. It favors the downside, right? Okay, there's a nice little gap here to fill if it comes down. Okay, obviously I'm not saying that it will. What I'm saying is, if it's going to open up here, the risk to reward ratio now skews the downside, no longer the upside. Okay, so I wish I could say I told you so, but I've been saying it for a while, and you guys know my outlook about this. Okay, you guys know it. So welcome into the stream, guys. Good morning. Hope you guys are doing a great day. Having a great day. Sorry. Make sure you guys do me a solid and just hit the like and subscribe button if you enjoyed the stream, and I appreciate you taking your time to be here. So go ahead, click the like button. That really helps me out a lot. I really hope that we can get to 100 likes. That would be nice, as I do for every single stream. CME Nasdaq to launch water future contract. Wow, interesting. Okay then. So farmers want to hedge against. This world is just wow. United Wholesale Mortgage to go public via merger with the Super PAC. And then, okay, bullwhip effect could boost U.S. economy. Interesting. This one's interesting. What is this saying? Businesses that ran down inventories during COVID are trying to build them up, and this is creating a powerful boost that, while temporary in nature, investors shouldn't ignore, sapping demand. Okay, inventory. Okay. So they produce a whole bunch to restock the demand, and then what they're predicting is the boost in production will cause a spike in demand. Okay, that's a fair, I guess it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, but I mean, it's an opinion, right? It's an opinion thing. Peak oil is already shifting markets. Okay, I think oil is reaching that point where we gotta start looking at it. It's been this is a cup and handle formation, by the way. It could rally up here. So I was actually looking at Oxy, which is Occidental Petroleum. This is behaving exactly like oil, right? Cup and handle formation here might make a run up. Also, during my econ class, we were talking about how demand is starting to shift back here. And I actually am a little comfortable taking a little bit of a position here for Oxy. Only thing is that the premiums are so cheap, it doesn't really make this trade so worthwhile. But, we'll have a look at this again. Who knows? What I want to see is the confirmation that we get above this little, this zone here. Let me draw it out for you guys. This zone here needs to be broken for us to get above, and then I'll go long. If we can come down, test this as a nice little, support region once it kind of goes up here above these moving averages. So this. I want Oxy to break above 1250 for me to go bullish on this stock again. It's been in a very crazy sell-off, and I think it's about time to start looking at oil. It might be about time. Energy sector is down massively for the year, so it just makes a little sense. Okay, great. We have the news broken down today. Honestly, not really bullish, not really bearish. We have a hybrid news today, so not really that interesting. Let's see the market movers from today. Dow Jones, Apple down 4.242. Nike with, I don't know if this is an overreaction, but crazy earnings, right? Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson on the news. There's also, what else here? Not much else, no. We have FOMC member Master who's speaking. Mortgage rates, MBA, nothing else today. And yeah, I guess the earnings calendar not really looking so hot. Let's see when this actually starts again. I feel like it's going to start again soon. So this next week, I believe we're going to see earnings start up again in the coming weeks from now. maybe about 2 or 3 weeks we'll get the next quarter going. So that should send this wave back up. Sorry, wrong thing that I'm looking at here. Send the wave back up for tech here and the rest of the indexes. Remember, as companies report earnings, the big MAGAF companies are going to definitely do well. Will set the precedent for the indexes to start rallying again. Okay, so keep that in mind. That will be interesting to see. So think ahead of the curve. This is that moment where you want to start accumulating positions for the long run. But as I told you, there are a couple of things here. So let's look at this again. Once again, Western Digital up 4%. Under Armour, Albemarle, Tesla down. Okay, Fastly is another one that we should be looking at also for a possible trade opportunity. Etsy dipping, I think, causing it because Etsy was ripping recently. So Etsy, yeah, it's dipping to retrace down. This company is about to be added to the S&P 500, so there was a lot of irrational exuberance here. Bounce on this support here would, this resistance turn support would be nice and bullish for this name. So watch for it to come down, possibly even come down, test this region here. Okay, this is your supply demand region. Sorry, yeah, it's both a supply and demand zone. So this will actually be your support zone now. So I want to say, make that one green. So this is the nice little region it has to bounce in. I would actually go bullish on this if it bounces. So let's look at a couple of tickers that I'm watching today. So Disney, funny thing about Disney. Remember how we covered this on Monday? And this is what I said about it. What I do see here, if Disney were to come down with the entire market, and we're already at this point, by the way, this was the point that I saw us bouncing in the short term. The 61.8 golden ratio, which is, I'm going to talk about more about this tomorrow, which is also coinciding with the bottom of this channel. We're actually going to open up here. So, well, hey, let's have a look at what happened. We were on a 4-hour chart. Booyah! Voodoo or doo-doo? Well, sometimes you can get lucky, right? I guess. But, it made sense, right? 61.8 golden ratio. Nice little bounce on the 150. Exactly what we said happened. Bounced up. I see this as a bullish little trend. And then there's a bunch of other things, right? So, remember, guys, pays to attend the live stream. It pays. Always pays, okay? So what we were saying here is, the parks are going to reopen in Cali soon. Stock is slightly undervalued. I'm going to show you my valuation. And then a strong bounce on the 61.8 golden pocket here. You can see nice little bullish movement. And it's opening up, slightly above the pre-market highs. So we'll see what happens at Disney, but I like this play to the upside if we can get it. Some 129 calls would be nice for a day trade if we can day trade it up, if the indexes cooperate with us. Okay. Now the next one I was talking about was Fastly. Another one to watch today, possible continuation momentum rally, but warning, wait for a pullback before entering this one. Okay, with Fastly. You can't just enter blindly. Wait for the pullback and then you enter. The target would be up here at almost $100. Day trade here would be nice. Bounce on this $92 range before running up again would be nice. So watch Fastly today. That's the other one that I'm covering. By the way, for those of you that missed yesterday's Fibonacci retracement stream, I highly recommend you to go watch that one. Super important video. Okay, people who are here, you watched it, great. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I really hope that you can take a second out of your day to like this stream. If you find the things that I share out here important and interesting, I really hope that you can take just 1 second, hit the like, the thumbs up, and that helps me out tremendously. So thank you very much for doing that. Third one, Boeing here. Possible buying zone here. We have a bounce on this zone previously, and we can see if we're going to actually bounce again. It's been in 2 descending wedges here. We'll see if a breakout happens, but I think we'll possibly rally here for the short term to once again keep going. I told you guys it's going to keep going. We were here last time. I said we're going to keep squeezing into this wedge again, the way it has been squeezing for a long time. What you can see about Boeing is when it is about to rally, it's going to rally strongly. So, you know, be cognizant about that. Okay, it's you know, that point where you can play it for a day trade, take a nice little 160 call or something, and just play the momentum run up. That's a possible one. And lastly, Apple with a possible bullish swing setup. Wait for a confirmation above the demand zone here. Above this demand zone. 950 million handsets that have yet to upgrade to the latest version of the iPhone 12. Therefore, this new iPhone, the iPhone 11 Pro or iPhone 11, and so this new iPhone that comes out in you know, a month or two from now is going to be called the iPhone Super Cycle. And if you pair that with the new SSAS, the software as a service, Apple One, it's going to cause a massive surge in revenues for Apple's future earnings. So keep that one in mind. I think investors will start to price this in as soon as the iPhone is announced or the iPhone event is announced. So keep that in mind. I think a good time to go long Apple here if you want to, you know, I personally have some 120 leaps. So looking for it to rebound here would be nice. Okay, cool. Those are the ones that I covered on Twitter. For those of you that don't follow me, my name is EGA Learn. You can follow me on Twitter for market updates. I usually do pre-market updates, and during the market sometimes I do them as well if I have the free time. So we'll see if we see those today. And yeah, all right. Let's see here. Could a man get a couple of likes? Come on, guys. That's almost 100, some of you, and we only have 46 likes. Can we get to 100 likes today, guys? I really think that we can. But if we can't, then that's fine too. Let's see here. Lots of people throwing down some tickers. Good morning, good morning. Congrats on your exams. Thank you very much, Daniel. Appreciate that. Why not get an XLE instead? You could get into XLE if you want. I just like choosing a particular ticker. Are you out of XLI? No, I'm not. I'm holding XLI, but it's probably going to be a dead trade. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to hold it for now. Let's see. I'm probably going to exit a couple of my positions on this rally up. So let's get into this technical update here. If you recall on Monday's live stream, I said I'm going to be waiting. I'm not going to be doing anything within this zone. What I'm going to wait for is the break above this zone, above this green line, and out of this channel. Right? That was the two circumstances that I have, you know, said I would start to look at positions. Right now, we are literally in that channel and above the line. So today is going to be a pretty determining day on whether I want to make a move or not. And I'm going to make a decision sometime midday or, you know, when the market opens up to see how it performs. We are literally testing that level, which I drew as a support here, and we'll see if we actually, you know, kind of respect that level and start to trade above this channel here. That will be important for us. With SPY here, we need to see a really nice clean break, you know, above these moving averages and a close above them. That would be bullish. Right now, it's not exactly bullish yet. NASDAQ is approaching that level, but not yet, right? Even on the 4-hourly, it needs to close above these. Okay. The same for the Dow Jones here. If it gets rejected by these moving averages, there's further downside. Okay, that's the reason why I'm not taking additional trades. I just don't feel confident that just yet. Okay, so we'll see how the Nasdaq performs today. We need some bullish news to come out to send this market into overdrive, and maybe some vaccine or some other thing. Okay, which should be on the way. Let's see what happens. All right, but chances are we won't. If it's anything, September is going to be like one of those months that will be just like, we'll just trade sideways or something until the end of September. And then October starts, and then, you know, people start to get bullish again because of a new earnings calendar. Okay, that's what I feel, at least. Okay, so I want to cover, let's see, Disney here. Disney, the mouse. Let's see here. XPO, do you think it's too early to get into some FANG earnings roundup calls? They all report next month. I don't think it's too early. I think you should get them right now if you really indeed want to play them. But I wouldn't do 1 month out though. I'll buy 2 or 3 months out. Get better time value on those. Good morning. Netflix. What about Netflix? Baba, 300 calls. Okay. Not that hard to hit the like button, guys. Come on. I know, but some people just don't want to do it. There's 160 of you here, and I feel like we could hit 100 likes easily, so this stream gets shared by other people. But it is what it is. I mean, if it's all good. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for smashing the like button, guys. I really do appreciate it. I gotta do the Mickey voice. No Mickey voice today. Okay, let's get this intrinsic valuation done. So I was reading through the earnings report for Disney, Q3. Obviously, their revenues were affected big time, right? Stock has been trading down for a while. But as I was saying earlier, so let me go back to the chart for Disney here. The 1 hour chart here looks like this. The 4 hour chart looks a little better with less information. So I'll show you this one first, and then we can kind of zoom in later. You can see the strong bounce on the 61.8. That was what I was saying on the previous live stream. Important retracement point there. And now from here, we can possibly develop a extension point with this Fibonacci retracement. So we're going to get rid of the retracement and start plotting a extension here. So we'll go from the bottom, from this swing low to this swing high here. And this will now become the extension plots. So now the 61.8 ratio will be the 128.82. That's $1 away, so not really that much of a movement. And then we'll see the next target would be 132, and then 134. That will be the targets after. So these will be the ones to watch for. The 137 would be the absolute retracement, so watch for that as well. Remember, when we have a fib bounce like that, right? This is a pretty shallow bounce, right? Remember what we said yesterday with the fib webinar. This is a pretty shallow bounce. So a shallow bounce will usually give you a stronger retracement. If it's a deeper bounce, then it gives you a shorter retracement, right? And if it's so there are a couple of scenarios, right? It goes like this, right? And then it goes like that. Or it goes like that, a deeper bounce, and then it goes like this, right? A shorter retracement. And then if it goes very deep, then usually it's a very short retracement, right? So this is a pretty short bounce. We expect to see a wider retracement. At least a 23.6 or 38.2 should be the targets here. 134 and 132, that would be my target for Disney in the coming month or two. Okay, a month or two out, 134, 132, that would be my targets. So taking I want to say October or November calls for this should be safe. So I'm definitely going to announce it if I take it. But as of right now, I'm just waiting for confirmation, right? We could get rejected here. We are still within this channel. And so I want to wait for confirmation before I take this. Realistically speaking, what I do want to wait for is a break above this zone here. This red zone, I know there's a crazy amount of lines here, so let me actually get rid of a couple of them. We can get rid of this one. So we got 2 channels there, and okay, the rest of them stay. And I can show you without the indicators, so you can see what I'm talking about. There we go. So this zone here is a potential reversal zone. You can see we have a demand zone here that can turn into a supply zone. Okay, and it also coincides with your Fibonacci retracement, which is the 0.5 retracement. So this could be potentially a troublesome zone. All right. So a break above this zone is where I would like to catch it to the upside. 134 from here. Try to catch this $4 movement instead of catching the entire what, $7 movement. It's 127 right now to 134. That's a $7 movement. But if you play the confirmation, you're playing from 131 to 134. That's $3 movement. Okay. So try to wait for the confirmation before taking this. It's a much better scenario than trying to catch the whole wave and then losing money. Remember, we're in the game of capital preservation, not in the game of making millions of dollars in a day. Okay. We want to take safe trades that pay out well with high success rates rather than chase into trades, FOMO, and then lose money. Okay, that's the idea here. Let's see here. Thank you for the likes, guys. I appreciate that very much. Welcome into the stream. If you haven't been here before, we do the stream every Monday to Friday. Oh, why isn't my scroll working? Jeez. Hold on a second. Let me refresh this. Thank you for attending. So we were just talking about Disney here as a possible play to the upside, but we have to remain careful of this zone over here, which is the 130 zone. So a break above 130 here would send us to the upside, which would be a nice little play to the upside. 3 delta stack or beyond. Taking this option out for a month or two would be the best play. Make sure that you're checking IV, that it's below, your usual 50%, 60%. And make sure that your delta, gammas, and your Greeks are properly assigned. Okay. So I appreciate you guys being here. If you can also smash the like button while you're here, that would be awesome. How much money he puts in our pocket, and you guys can hit the like button. Oh well, I mean, it is what it is. What's happening with WKHS short sell? Okay, interesting. A lot of people here. Okay, so going over the intrinsic valuation of this business now. So we were looking at the year-over-year earnings of this business, quarter-over-quarter, and revenues obviously have taken a huge hit here, almost down 50%. Okay, and so I'm going to do a speed valuation for you guys today because I've done this valuation before, and I think it's just going to be very easy for me to, explain it to you guys in a nutshell, instead of boring you with the crazy details, Okay, so here are the highlights from this 10Q, which you don't need to read because I've done it for you. Disney expects to have full saturation of its D2C, which is the direct-to-consumer businesses, by 2025. Okay, they expect Hulu, Disney Plus, and whatever else they have, ESPN and yada yada, which are these right here. Let me show you. These right here. They expect them to reach peak saturation in 2025. And so if Disney achieves that, we're looking at a very decent revenue growth from there. Now, I did an Excel sheet earlier. I'm not going to bring it up here because I already did the calculation and I projected it out. To look at how quickly revenues have been growing over a 11-year period here. I took one additional year because we could do it. In that specific case, and the average revenue growth here was about 5 to 6%. Okay, average. I'm talking about you sum all these up and then divide them by the number of years that the revenue grew. Some years were more, some years were less, right? Obviously, so the average revenue growth was 5%. Okay, so over a 10 to 11 year period, the revenues have been growing at 5%. Okay, now you can see the other thing is that the mouse has actually had a pretty substantial loss for parks, experiences, and products, which are their major revenue driver, decreasing 85%. Okay, this obviously causes a short-term problem for them, and so you can imagine that when they announce that the parks are opened, it's going to cause the stock to pop. Okay, it's going to cause the stock to pop. So I say, take this opportunity. This is a opportunity for you to get the stock or the trade at a good price. Okay, that's what I would recommend. Welcome into the stream, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day. Welcome in. Make sure you smash the like button and the subscribe button if this is your first time here. We spend a lot of time here Mondays through Fridays to talk about educational stuff relating to the stock market, how to invest, how to do things from the ground up. If you haven't had a look at my channel yet, please take time to have a look at it. Go through my playlist. I have a lot of free content for you guys. This channel is all about providing free content for you guys. check out the growth webinars. This is a very important playlist. We go through very major concepts here. Market fundamentals, candlesticks, intro to charting. What does my charting setup look like? What are all these lines that you see? How do you use them? Okay, I go through them in depth in these webinars. They're each about, 50 minutes, 30 minutes sometimes. How to create a watch list. I did that. How to use your watches to trade pattern breakouts. How to scalp. How to day trade. How to swing trade. How to position trade. How to manage your positions. The time value of money. Why option traders lose money. Wave patterns and trade confirmations. And this week, just yesterday, we did one on how to use Fibonacci's, right? How to use Fibonacci's, okay? How to plot Fibonacci's, extensions, targets, and we did that. And I think, if you check out my channel, we have a lot of free content here that will keep you busy and really teach you the ins and outs of the stock market. So I hope that you will stay and come through to the live streams every Monday to Friday before the market opens so that we can do the breakdown for you. If you're a little late, it's okay, but make sure that you come by next time to check it out, okay? And if you truly like the stream, make sure you leave a like and subscribe because we love having you here. And it's a big family here, so welcome to the family. Okay, so direct to consumer is what we were talking about, and this, instead of this going down, this actually increased 2% to 4 billion. And you can see this is one of Disney's major sectors where they drive revenue from. So as you can imagine, as Disney stays shut and they make a lot of money from all the other business arms that they have. And so this was the only business arm that Disney made money from, okay? Also, not to mention, remember I mentioned that they have 6% stake in DraftKings, which is they are a sports gambling arm. And I believe it has something to do with the synergies with ESPN. So because sports and and they own those rights, so they want to get a piece of the action with the sports betting initiative, okay? Of course, there are subscriptions for ESPN and all of that stays pretty intact. And their revenue per paid subscriber is actually pretty stable. So that's all you pretty much need to know from this. Now, looking over at their financials here is also a very important thing here. So looking at the Morningstar financials here, looking at revenues here, growing at about, it says 3 years annualized about 7%. When you take that 10 years out, then it goes to 5%. I already did this calculation. And then if you talk about net income, it's at 5.59%, as you can see there. Diluted EPS is about 5%. And we have ROA and ROE right now in negative territory, together with ROIC and net margins. Interest coverage at 1, which is a little less than the usual 3 that we expect, the 3 times. And debt to equity seems still okay, considering they are going through some financial turbulence. Of course, as usual, quick ratios and current ratios above 1, signaling that they have sufficient assets to cover liabilities. The financial health of this company remains okay right now. They're not in big trouble, okay? They also have a bunch of convertible loans, and they also have a bunch of lines that they can use for financing. Now, operating cash flow is actually surprisingly higher than 2019 right now. The trailing 12 months is actually at 7 billion compared to the 5 billion that the business has been generating. So you can say that this, some of it is attested to the increase in direct-to-consumer business that they're having with, their over-the-top streaming services and whatnot, okay? So that's that. But obviously, revenues are looking bleak. The last quarter reported big-time losses, and I expect this quarter to be a pretty bad report from them as well. We're not looking for a better situation. We're looking for a worse situation as their parks remain closed. However, they may get a little bit of a higher revenue than the previous quarter due to Mulan and a bunch of other stuff. So we'll see what the effects were, okay? Now, coming to the 10-year DCF valuation here, my valuation of this business puts it at $147.71 as my fair value estimate. And so hear me out on what are the things that I changed here. Using Finbox here was the easiest way to do this instead of, and I want to show it to you in a way that you can replicate it. So obviously, if you go to Finbox and put in your own values here, I'm doing a 10-year DCF model here for revenue exit. You can put in your own numbers here. It's going to give you a different number. I have amended everything here to customize what I want from my valuation and my assumptions. So I say this year Disney's going to make a 10% loss, and next year, for the next 3 years, they'll have a 10% gain in revenues. Okay, let's say COVID calms down, people start going back into parks, yada yada, right? For the next 2 years, they stabilize. 2024 and 2025, where they project their D2C to be fully saturated, and Hulu, Disney Plus, and all those businesses that they have start generating a good amount of revenue stream. Then I put their revenue growth to be at 12%, and then taper off at 8% for the next 2 years, and 2026 and 27. So this is my input projections here. I could go on further here, and I'm just tapering it off here, 6% and then 7% the next years after that. So this is your DCF revenue growth. CapEx at 7.6%. This is the 5-year average, so I'm keeping it the same. Working capital is negative 2.5 for the last 4 quarters. We're going to leave it 2.5 for all of the quarters. Depreciation and amortization average of 5% for all the years from 2015 all the way to 2020, and so we're going to keep it 5% across the board. Tax rate at 27%, so we're keeping it at 27%. And the discount rate, I have adjusted this higher to reflect for a higher weighted average cost of capital, which means that the business is going to be facing some substantial increase in cost. Maybe, they have to buy more sanitizers, more, disinfectants and wipe down stuff and yada yada. Thank you very much for the $5 donation, Kylie. Appreciate you very much. Thank you. Let's see here. $5. I can get that grande coffee. Yeah. Thank you. And now, so the weighted average cost of capital originally was actually, I want to say 7. Yeah, it was lower than what it is. I actually increased it by a whole percentage point. The terminal value gives a selected exit revenue multiple of about 3 to 4 times. So this gives us the intrinsic valuation with a 16% upside. 147 is the target here. 147, which would put it right over here. Boom. This would be the target of Disney within the next quarter, or the next 2 quarters at least, until we see an improvement in earnings, and then we reevaluate again. Okay, so we can constantly, reevaluate these valuations and see where it brings us. If you found that evaluation, speed valuation, interesting, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comment here so I can start to read them and see if I can answer them in any way. So assets and liabilities here, this is also another thing that we want to see. They have increased amount of assets here, and also liabilities, so that would be something that you gotta keep note of over there. Thank you guys for attending the stream so far, guys, and staying with me. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe button if you enjoy what you're seeing so far, and attend our stream more regularly. We do a lot of great stuff here and really offer a lot of advice and rather tips for you to make some money in the stock market. So I hope that you will like it here. Cool. So we are done with the Disney valuation here. I'll be looking to take this one if we get a nice little momentum shift. Also, if I see some flow come in, that will be actually a very important one. The flow would be important for me personally. So keep that in mind. Okay. Cool. So let me read some of these comments here. Let's have a look. Baba, 300 calls, 1120. Yep. I think you can hold that one, Jeff. Personally, it's still far out. XPO 85, 8750. XPO. What is XPO? XPO Logistics? No idea what the stock is, but looks like a pennant of some kind. Definitely want to wait for the break above this, either below or above it, and then you make a decision here. Too difficult for you to kind of make this decision right now, to be honest. But you can see it's kind of like a pennant here. Also, you could say this is actually a bear flag, but the gap down is not really convincing. That's the thing about it. I say it continues running down instead of up. It's about to do this death cross here as well. So I wouldn't do calls. I would instead think about the retracement up here to take some puts instead. That's what I would do with XPO. That's the way I'm looking at it. So I hope that helps you out. Can you confirm a bull flag on WKHS? I have a $19 call, 121. So you're a bull flag. I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess, but not really though. This is more of like a bearish retracement. This is more like profit taking, to be honest, more than a bull flag. It doesn't like it doesn't look like a, I mean, yeah, okay, you can say it's a bull flag, but I personally think it's more profit taking than bull flag. I say the retracement come down all the way to 24.30 here. You can do a quick fib here and check where the retracement's going to be. So remember, learn everything that you put together yesterday. So this is your swing high here. This is your swing low here, right? This is that region where your swing low is. So what are you going to do? You're going to take your fib from the top here and you're going to draw it down somewhere in this region, right? And now you know your 50 was here, 38.2 and 23.6. And you can see we got rejected by the 50. Now we're going down to the 23.6 and you need to come back up to reject the 38.2 and then ultimately come down to the zero retracement here. So this would be a full retracement, a very small bounce. You see that? Remember, it's a very small bounce. You see the wave down, very small bounce, and now it has to come down further, right? Remember what I said about that. The smaller the retracement, the more it keeps running. If this instead was like this, then we would go very minutely down to the 23.6. You see what I'm saying? Because then there was more price action hitting backward, and then less price action will follow downward. But this was more like this and and then not many bulls were buying, so no price action pushing the price back up abruptly. So what you'll see is an even bigger movement down. That's what I would think with WKHS. I hope that helps you out. And that's what I see. I have a $19 call for, I mean, you're in the money, so as long as you hold that call, you should be okay. I would personally, I would turn that into a spread and try to, you know, cap off your profits. To be honest, be careful there. Sell some options, right? You gotta be careful with that one though. Don't do it unless you know how to do it. Let's see here. Thanks for the instruction. We'll review it. No problem. Got you. What's happening with WKHS? Short sell, possibly, yeah. I would say downward momentum to 24.69 at least. Thank you once again, Kylie, for the $5 donation. Really appreciate that. Can you check FedEx? It just filled the gap up, broke a descending trend line. Let's have a look. Fill the gap up and broke a descending trend line. Let's have a look here. Descending trend line. Oh yeah. Looks like it was in a wedge, and then now it's kind of out of this wedge, so it's kind of actually broken out. It looks bullish again, but no volume though. That's the problem, and the OBV still continue to flow out here. Yeah, I think it's more than likely this one's going to continue going down instead. They might end up making a wedge like this instead. We'll see. You know, it could be either way here. It could be really either way. This is the first wedge, and then it could be making a second wedge as well. That's what I would say. Maybe a wave up and then a wave down again. That might be possible there. But I wouldn't be too bullish on this one. It's kind of in the middle. So this is the one where you want to wait for it to pick a side, go either to the top or either to the bottom, right? You don't want to trade it where it is. Here, it's suicide. What if it goes up? What if it goes down? It's either way, right? Wait for it to make a move, either here or either here. And then you can make a decision. It'll be much more simpler. Be patient about it. Is selling a put on Fastly a good idea? Let's see. Let me see. The thing is that this stock is pretty volatile. If you want to sell a put, you have to sell a put at like $65 or, you know, something like that. And that also, you have to be ready to own that stock. So you're going to be collateralizing about $6.5 grand, right? And then at the same time, you got to see what's your credit on that. So if the credit's good, then sure, why not, right? Because that's going to dollar cost your average down per share, and so you end up buying those shares at a much cheaper price. But I mean, the thing is, you don't want to sell puts right now, right? You want to sell puts. The time that you were supposed to sell puts were here. If it comes down here, then you sell puts. Because now you know this zone is a very strong support zone, right? So I don't recommend selling puts right there. Hello from Brazil. Hi, Fernando. How are you doing, man? Welcome into the stream. Appreciate you taking your time being here. Any thoughts on Tesla? Oh boy, the golden question. Always about Tesla. I don't know. You tell me what your thoughts are on Tesla. How about that? Do you think a cup and handle is forming on beyond on the daily? Let's have a look. Kinda, but not really, man. Nah, this ain't really considered a cup and handle, to be honest. I mean, I see what you're saying, but nah. You're saying this, right? Not really. Look at the amount of choppiness. What about this here? Right? This might be a, what is it, a special cup? Like, look at this. That's a really weird cup, man. So I wouldn't say it's a perfect cup and handle, no. Let's see. Amazon 3,200 calls, expiry 925. Should I roll over to 3,300 for 10.9? Jesus. Bruh. 3,200 for 925. Oh boy. I mean, buying Amazon calls here were honestly a great deal. The problem is your expiry is too short. Your expiry is too short, man. You should have, okay, see, this is the thing I don't understand about some of you guys. Instead of buying the 3,200 at 925 and then rolling over to the 3,300 for 10.9, why didn't you just buy the 3,300 for 10.9 to begin with? That's my question to you right now. Now you're going to overpay for the 3,300 10.9. You see that? Because the stock has rallied all the way up here, right? So why, when you were down here and you were thinking it's going to go to here, why didn't you just pay the additional premium to get a bit more time? That's my question to you. Now, should you roll this over? You absolutely have no choice but to roll it over. But the point is your 10.9 expiry is still too near. That's my point. Okay? So stop trying to box in your earnings to a certain day on the calendar. You know, you're giving yourself so little time. You just went from here to buying yourself 2 more weeks. And you're somehow going to hope that the market moves in your favor. That's not really, you know, a great way to manage your risk, to be honest. Okay. I'm looking at a EA 1016-135 call. Okay. 1016-130. Oh, wow. I actually like this one. Interesting. Well, if we can break out here, that would be nice. That would actually be dope. 135. Yeah, it looks good. Even the volume is looking insane. I might have to put this one on my watch list today. EA. That's the one. Okay. I'll have a look at EA later. Break above this level here, yeah, it would be super bullish here. 131. Expect a pullback first, though, before we go up there. So be extremely careful. I say wait for the pullback and then get in long instead of trying to catch the stop here or the breakout. That's what I would do. I like the idea, though, Jason. Good find. Gotcha. Thanks. I was gonna wait for a pullback on Fasti. Yeah, that's probably a better idea, Daniel. Wait for the pullback and then sell the puts. Selling put spreads and things like that. Are they going to be taught on the paid training? That is a taught in the intermediate course that just got over last week, and the next intermediate course is going to be next month. So we're going to have a for those of you who are here and you are interested in taking the beginners course, which is going to be starting this Saturday. Just so you guys know, let me see if I have an infographic here that kind of shows you guys. I feel like I did, yeah. So let me just move these out here real quick. The course that this person's asking about is the EGA mentorship course, and it's going to be signing up this Saturday for people who are interested. 5-day course, 3-hour live classes, and 2 live trading sessions that will be starting on Monday. The enrollment's going to be on Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time at optionswing.com. So if you want to be taught by me and you want to take advantage of this, please go sign up when it's 12 p.m. on Saturday. Okay. And here's some testimonials from a previous student, as well as the core values of the course. If you want to see more of this, you can go to my Instagram. I'll also be posting another one out today, just to remind you guys. And this is the curriculum of what we'll be going over. So no spreads in this one, but we do spreads and all those other advanced strategies in the intermediate course. Now, it doesn't mean that we're not going to go through selling options here. We will, but very briefly during the wheel system on Friday, which is the last class. Because that's the last class, it's going to be a nice little segue into the intermediate course. So I do go through it, but very, very briefly. Okay. Hey T, what do you think about Disney? What about that gap Disney has at 117? Tony, I think you might have come a little late, but yeah, we went through Disney as a potential trade here. And guys, whoever who's here and who is enjoying the stream so far, you think we can get to 150 likes? There's about 170 of you. I would really appreciate if we can get to 150 likes. Like, honestly, guys, 150 likes would be the most amount of likes this stream has ever gotten. If we can get there, I would be like super appreciative. Like, if you just take a second out of your day and just hit the like button, I would be like super appreciative. Let's see here. Okay. So yeah, we talked about Disney being a bullish play. A gap on 117. Yeah, you're talking about this gap down here. It's possible. That's the reason why I say I want to wait for a break above this zone here before taking it. Good morning and thanks. No problem. Absolutely. XLE 38 calls. Yeah, you can hold that one. Thank you. T, no problem, Ryan. Absolutely. Adobe 1016 495. Yeah, absolutely. Hold that one. Adobe looks good. But remember, it's going to have a pullback before it's going up, so don't get paper hands on this one. Be careful there, Ram. T, I use a fib on SHLL 55 call. I see a bounce coming. Thanks for your lesson yesterday. Dude, that's awesome, man. That's really great. So thank you so much for that. It gives me, direction to know that, we're heading in the right direction with these webinars. And I'm very happy to see that you guys use the skills that you learn from the webinars to become better traders, because that's what it's about. Providing you the free tools for you to go out and succeed on your own, okay? How much is the course? The course is $330 for non-option swing members, and it's going to be $250 for option swing members. If you're a option swing member, you get an $80 discount as a thank you from us. So that's the summary of the last page here. And again, once again, if you want to see more information on this, go to my Instagram. It's Everyday Growth Advisor with no S. Okay. So here's the tuition for it. It's going to be $330 for non-option swing members, and you get 2 weeks access to option swing. Remember, all of these lessons are going to be recorded and sent to you daily. So it's actually a pretty fair price, in my opinion, compared to what other people are selling their courses for. But this is a very hands-on course, and I think that if there are any mentees in the chat, they will guide you and tell you how worth it this course is. Needless to say, there are a whole bunch of testimonials here that you can read if you're from the option swing community. People are saying all kinds of things about the courses, so these are just some of the things that people say, and it's honestly great, right? I finished EGA course on Friday, September 4th. This course was the best possible investment I've ever made. This course was extremely informative, eye-opening, and humbling. Before joining, I thought it would be just fine to go through the information in basics, but boy, was I wrong. Really humbled us and broke down the teaching the way of the Jedi. Nothing that was taught was just surface level. He went deep on every topic stated in his curriculum. The class is somewhat fast-paced, but I see positive as it forced me to take notes, and I could go back and make sure that I got everything. I can't really think of anything that I didn't like about this course. The classes were long but felt short. There was never a dull moment. and always found a way to make the course interesting. And the quizzes were quite enjoyable. He really wanted us to learn, didn't leave anyone behind, and he always took the account that everyone might have to sleep at a certain time. And so don't be a sheep, be a lion. Yeah, so some of these testimonials really nice, and there are a lot of them. So I don't want to go through a lot of them, but there are a lot of these testimonials that people write, and these are all past mentees that have taken the course with us. Okay. So if you're interested in it, sign up this Saturday. Make sure that you do not miss this one because the waves go by really quickly. Okay, within 1 hour we usually sell out. All right. Check out Google 1480 for this week. And is there a gap to fill around 1501 and 1520? Yeah, you talking about this gap here? You mean this gap? So with Google and the rest of them, you have to be careful with waiting for NASDAQ to bounce on this channel here before moving upward. That's the only way you can take this trade. Right now, it could still get rejected and come back down, right? You need this to move up above here, and then you can play this upside here, right? Instead of trying to chase this, play the confirmed trade and try to capture this instead of this movement to here. Okay, that's so try and understand what I'm saying. Instead of trying to catch this, try to catch this. You see that? It's a better confirmation. Okay. I hear the like button brings good luck with stoinks. That's right, it does. Absolutely. IMAX, yeah, there was a lot of IMAX calls yesterday being bought, Julian, so I wouldn't doubt it. I would hold that one if you want. It might make a move. Advice on rolling my Baba 925. Yeah, you should definitely roll that. Absolutely. I mean, if you're bullish on it, then roll it out. I think it's bullish, to be honest. Appreciate it. Yep, I'm waiting out for trend. All right, cool. Well, that brings me to the end of the stream today. I do appreciate you guys. Yo, can we get a bunch of people to smash the like button? I really want to beat my record for the most number of likes on the stream. We are the record is 135. Can we get like, I don't know, 20 people to smash the like button right now so that we can, get YouTube to recommend the stream to other people? That would really, really make my day, to be honest. Like just 20 people, just go into the stream, hit the thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe if you haven't. Right before I get out of the stream here, I want to say thank you guys to all of you guys for tuning in, and have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for a webinar. So if you're here, make sure you attend the webinar tomorrow. We'll be having a webinar on supply and demand zones. That will be really interesting and important for you guys. Come on, 129. We need to get to 135 and beyond. You know what? I'll take 136. Even if it's 136, I'll be happy. Come on, 6 more people or 5 more people. I'm sure you can do it. Just smash the like button. Hit it. Come on. 132. Oh, so close. My goodness. I'm sure we can do it. I have a feeling we can do it. Come on. 132. We need 4 or 5 more. Oh boy. I guess it's not going to happen. I guess that's the maximum that we go to. Can we get it? No, probably not. All right then. 132. We didn't beat it. We'll have to try again next time. We will have to try again next time, guys. Well, come back tomorrow for the webinar, and maybe then we'll try again to beat that one. 135 was the max that we got, so would be nice. 133. Woo. Let's say we have another minute, so maybe we may do it. No, probably not. All right. 135. 135 then. 135. Come on, one person. Just one person needs to do that. Oh, we did it! 136. Hell yeah. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great trading day. Boom. Oh, 138. All right. That's awesome. We officially beat the record. So thank you very much for doing that, and have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow for the webinar. Peace out, guys. See you next time. Bye.